What's up? Sorry if I was a second late. My laptop was dead up until 2 minutes ago. And I was like, whoops. How are you guys? Super on time. So on time. You were more on time than I was. Hello. How was your week? Mikey's in the house. I knew Mikey was going to be here though because he hit me up on IG. IG. Hey. Red Eye incoming. Yes, I'm going home to Jersey in a few hours. So it's been a busy weekend. I got sick. So as you can kind of tell, my voice is gone. So I probably won't be like popping off for a whole hour today. I don't think I could accomplish it. Oh, it was for work. So not exciting or sorry, just due diligence, I guess. Nothing bad, but just busy. And then, yeah, we were at a live venue, so lots of like yelling over people, lots of talking, lots of work, really tiring. But, yeah, so I lost my voice kind of. Whoops. And then I have a flight, and then I got sick, but I'm feeling better, like I'm on the way. I'm on the up and up, but yeah. So I'm probably going to just do a little bit of this, do a little bit of that, and then I have to get back to packing because I didn't finish packing. Uh-oh. I didn't finish packing. I'll be home for a week. I've been really beating myself up lately about how long everything has been taking me to accomplish musically, like with putting songs out. And sometimes I really beat myself up because we're in like an attention economy with social media and everything. And sometimes I'm like really on it, but I haven't been posting to TikTok for a couple of days. And I always feel so guilty because I'm like, ugh, TikTok is like where I have like a majority of fans. It's like where a majority of people find me. So I feel so bad. I feel like I'm like not even like doing anything. If I'm not like on social media, like doing that, I feel like I'm not accomplishing anything. But let me tell you, it feels so good to not do it. It feels really good. But I have to film new content for the new song. So I'm going to be figuring some stuff out probably when I'm in Jersey. I'm going to see if my sister will film some of my stuff. She has 2 babies, so she'll probably be busy, but I can maybe ask my brother, but he lives a little further away. So, or I'll just have to go handheld. It won't be the same. And we're finishing the album art, but yeah, things are slow. And I could only blame myself, really, for things being slow. But I'm also kind of okay with it. I have fans, but not enough of a cult following where people are like, hurry the fuck up. Like, where is it? It's like when I put something out, people will see it or they won't. But yeah, there's a lot happening and also like a lot of nothing happening. Honestly, that's a great idea. I will blame lobsters specifically, and no other crustaceans. Lobsters are the worst. I haven't had a lobster. I'm too broke to have a lobster. I don't remember the last time I ate lobster. And if I did eat lobster, I'm pretty sure it was like not real. So, C. Stearns is in the house. But yeah, and so now I'm like, I'm going to Jersey. So I'm like, now what do I do? I have to try to like pack stuff with me, like to accomplish something. I gotta bring one of my nobody hats just in case I film content. And let me tell you right now, I probably won't. I probably won't film content because I'm gonna be with my niece and nephew, and I'm not gonna want to do any of that. Lobsters are not free of sin. What do they say? They're the lobsters are like the garbage can of the ocean. Don't they like eat a bunch of the crap at the bottom of the ocean? Isn't that how they like? So it's kind of funny that they are so expensive. A week is an awkward time to pack for. I'm pretty good at it because I wear the same 4 things, so it's not so bad. But my sister is a music teacher at a middle school, and her students are low-key obsessed with me, which is cool. You know, I need that late Gen Z, early Gen Alpha fan base. So I'm actually going to the school when I'm there, and I'm going to be performing for the kids. So that'll be cool, but I'm also like, kids are scary, dude. Kids are brutal. Kids nowadays are scary. Like, I feel like when we were kids, like, if you, like, stepped out of line, it was like, you know? So. Mike, you didn't pay for it? Good for you. The most expensive meal you had ever eaten, but also didn't pay for. Yes, I do think it'll be cool for them. They really like, they're always asking my sister to like play my music videos, which is cool. But I'm also like, oh my God, I really hope I don't mess up in front of the kids. I think it's like, she said it's like 50 or so 6th graders. It's like a chorus, like a choir. And then there's like a few, then she's got like a band class after that, and it's 7th graders. So, and the 7th, like she said they're all perfectly lovely, but I was like, 50 kids? I'm performing for 50 6th graders? Oh my God. I'm like, that's pressure. 50 adults, I'm like, whatever. Kids are brutally honest. It's gonna be scary. That's true. But I don't know if it's authentic to kids. I think it's more authentic to older people, but we'll see. We'll see. They really want me to perform Anxious for them live. So, and then they're doing like a Q&A, and they're talking, they have questions for me about being an indie artist in Los Angeles and like pursuing music professionally. And I was like, that's pretty cool. I hope I have the right answers. So, we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I'm going to be home like seeing family and stuff. So we'll see what I can accomplish while I'm there. We got Matt. Sorry, I just put it in new context today, and they're always like when I'm on the screen. We got Matt in the house. What's up, Matt? Thanks for hanging out. I should probably sing something. Don't come for me if my voice is messed up. It's kind of gone. It's kind of gone. How's the keys sounding? I never really mess with the audio. I kind of leave it set the same way. I'm gonna pull the ring off because it's doing like a tapping situation. This is the method. I'm tired of getting into fights with my ceiling. The back and forth and 3rd degrees was keeping me from healing. The left side of my brain is getting less and less appealing. Should stop feeding the idea that we got anything to heal from. Now hear me out, it's an unpopular opinion. Maybe all the self-help is the unwritten condition that we suffer from. You learn it as a kid that you're the broken one. The system is the broken thing, it's not you. That was just a trick. And now we walk ourselves around the mind apocalypse. And we become so unaware of our own consciousness. And honesty is at the edge of your esophagus. Hurts when it comes up, the truth is always where the conflict is. Left my name to let you know you'll suffer trying to control. Trapped in the method, whoa. whoa. Following with no place to go, you know yourself better alone, trapped in the method, whoa, whoa. I'm tired of getting into fights with my feelings. I'm up and down and turned around and always self-defeating. Each character I play is getting more and more revealing. Been ignoring all the lessons that the silence had to teach me. Now take a breath, we underestimate the breathing, searching for the answers as to what it is we're feeling. So we'll find what fits, we choose and pick a problem through the symptoms, then we define it, categorize it, think organizing pain's the cure for it. And how we walk ourselves around a mind apocalypse, and we become so unaware of our own consciousness. And honesty is at the edge of your esophagus, hurts when it comes up, the truth is always where the conflict is. We put our backs against a wall when we identify, we over-medicate and then we under-recognize. We modify ourselves till we forget what's modified. Hurts when it comes up, so still your mind in order to survive. Left my name to let you know you'll suffer trying to control, trapped in the method, whoa, whoa. Following with no place to go, you know yourself better alone, trapped in the method, whoa, whoa. Left my name to let you know you'll suffer trying to control, trapped in the method, whoa, whoa. Following with no place to go, you know yourself better alone, trapped in the method, whoa, whoa, whoa. What's up, guys? I saw Marnie just kicked it off. We got Marnie here. Leb is back. What's up, you guys? I was just having a conversation with everyone else about how I had like a big like work weekend, so I kind of lost my voice. So if I'm like being very chill right now, it's because of that. And I'm actually packing right after this to fly home to Jersey to see my family. So I won't be on here too long. I'm probably rocking like 30 minutes. I got super sick over the weekend while I was working. But yeah, so if I'm kind of chill, excuse anything being out of tune, and I excuse like the voice cracking. It is kind of nice to go live a little earlier though. It's a little random for me because it's in like the middle of the day. But 4 o'clock is like, what are you doing at 4 o'clock anyway? I'm an independent artist. Like I work part-time and then I do this. So 4 o'clock's nothing for me. Thanks, Marnie. I'm definitely feeling better. I was feeling worse like 2 days ago, but I make a little like anti-inflammation cocktail. It's not really a cocktail because it's hot. It's like a tea. But I do lemon juice, apple cider vinegar, hot water, ginger, and turmeric powder. And it's kind of gross. I'm like getting a taste for it. My sister had introduced it to me once when I went home and I got really sick. Like I got a cold like on the way, like flying. I take a lot of red eyes because it doesn't make a lot of sense. Honestly, Marnie, I should add honey. I think she told me to add honey. Sometimes I don't add honey because I like don't want the sweetness early in the morning. I'm more of like a savory girl in the morning. But you're right, I should do that because once I started adding the apple cider vinegar, it's like real gross. I mean, I like apple cider vinegar, like I like that kind of like acidity. But yeah, I should add honey for sure. But I take a lot of red eyes because it is the only thing that makes sense going from California to the East Coast, because I used to get up really early. I used to have like 6 a.m. flights here, and they never ended up mattering, because by the time I got to Jersey, it would be like 4 or 5 p.m. So I like lost a whole day for nothing. So now I take red eye. So I take a late flight here, and then I arrive in Jersey at like 5 or 6 in the morning, which like kind of sucks, but I don't sleep, so it helps me sleep when I get home, when I go back to Jersey, because I can't really sleep on a red eye. It's impossible. And no shade to babies, but there's always babies on those flights. Don't ask me why. I don't know. Like almost every flight, there's always a baby, and the baby's always screaming, and it confuses me a little. I'm like, why a red eye for the baby? You know what I mean? Why in this case? So there's not a lot of sleeping going on for really anybody, I don't think, on a red eye flight. But it's the only thing that makes sense, so that's why I do it. Honey, yes. Yes, honey helps. I know. But I get it, and I can never, like, be mad. I can never be mad at a parent. Because, like, what can you do? What can you do if, like, a baby's... Nothing. You can't do... It's a baby. It doesn't know what's going on. But it's rough. It's rough. I actually got into, like, a minor confrontation with this, like... I don't know, like really young 20-year-old, actually like probably a college student once when I was flying LA to New York. And this one wasn't a red eye, actually. And there was a baby that was crying. The baby was so cute. And you could just see the look on the mom's face. Like she was mortified. She was so embarrassed. And I was like, she was like a little bit ahead of me. And I was like, girl, like don't like, and I was like talking to the baby. I'm great with kids. I love kids. So I'm like talking to the baby, whatever. But there was like a bunch of douchebags behind me and this like annoying girl, I think dating one of the douchebags. And she was just like, oh my God, like out loud, like talking about it. And I was like, you're almost as annoying as the baby. Or no, I said, you're being more annoying than the baby by talking. And then somebody else like chimed in, like, leave this girl alone or whatever. Cause like, we're like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Who the fuck are you? The East Coast in me came out so fast. It's just bizarre. I just hate it when people act like that on flights. And like the guys didn't really say anything. I think that they felt weird because like the flight attendant was walking past and they were like, we can't get like a confrontation with these people. Like they were like, somebody else in front of them was like, you should be a little bit more respectful. Maybe cool it. Like an older gentleman was like, you guys are being really disrespectful. Like it's a baby. Like the baby doesn't know when to shut up, but you guys surely do. So, period. But still, and that wasn't a red eye. I'm like, you guys aren't sleeping. Put your shit in. Put your earbuds in. Watch a movie. Stop talking, because everything they were talking about was so dumb. I was like, I'm losing brain cells sitting in front of you guys, you know? Yeah. Yeah, Sam, they were just being dicks. You should have seen these kids, though. It was like, they looked like the epitome of like early 2000s, like high school bullies. Since like a lot of the younger kids are like dressing Y2K. It's like the vibe that they gave off. Except they don't pull it off the way that people did when I was a kid. They wish they did. Oh well. But yeah, they were douchebags. But so I take a red eye. I take a red eye. So we'll see. I'll be excited to do that tonight. I am excited to see my niece and nephew. It's true, Mikey. Honestly, that's true. Oh, that's weird. Sam, that's weird. They just left the kids with you? You're like, okay, like, am I getting paid to babysit? Are you paying me? Am I on the clock? That's crazy. Yeah. There's a weird mix of... Gen Z is also such a large... I think they're born between, like, 2012 and... Or earlier than that? I don't remember. They got, like, a big chunk of like the past like decade and a half or something, or like 2 decades. So it's interesting. Older Gen Z are dope. Younger Gen Z, I'm kind of like, Gen Alpha is going to be terrifying though. Those kids are scary. Scary iPad kids. Terrifying. Yeah, I think you're right. 97. I think you're right. 97 to 2012, I think. Maybe? No problem, Sam. Thanks for coming to hang out. You were one of the first people here. True. Some of my Gen Z, I have so many Gen Z friends, so I get it. Well, early Gen Z is dope. Later Gen Z, I guess it's like, I don't know what to do with you. Do you? Live your life. But just stop being annoying. You know? What next? What next? True. That's true. That makes sense. I sang this for you guys last week. It's a little depressing, but I have to pick the gentler pieces, I think, for the voice. This is Day by Day, and I wrote this a couple of years ago, actually. I can't wait to put it out. Agreed, Marnie. I wrote the song when I was really sad, and the song kind of speaks for itself, so I'll just go ahead and play it. Chromie, what's up? Chromie's in the house. This is Day by Day. I used to write down every day what I was grateful for, but this past year's page was looking emptier, and I feel embarrassed, 'cause I got a lot of privilege, but it doesn't stop the demons from knocking at my door. And I try to look up at the sky and see the beauty in the trees. Told myself the birds were singing every morning just for me, but I'm getting scared now, 'cause a lot of it's not working. Getting older every moment and everything just keeps on hurting. Is this all life was ever just supposed to be? To live our lives inside a box and be expected to breathe, and all the actions of my past are always haunting me, and nothing feels at all like how it was described to be. And I'm still so mad at my parents, though they didn't know. They were just more kids raising kids, that's how the story goes. We're always lying to ourselves and then we call it hope. They say to take it day by day, but that's what hurts the most. Day by day, by day. Yeah, that's what hurts the most. Day by day, by day. I used to say that I was fine whenever I was asked. So one day I tried to be okay with who I am, and they didn't like it. Made them so uncomfortable. I guess they only want the truth. If truth is kept under control. And I try to hold my inner child and keep her wide-eyed and free, but we're all keeping ourselves busy trying to be somebody. And I'm getting scared now, 'cause a lot of it's not working. Tell the truth and don't get angry, but the truth is that I'm furious. And is this all life was ever just supposed to be? To live our lives inside a box and be expected to breathe, and all the actions of my past are always haunting me, and nothing feels at all like how it was described to be. And I'm still so mad at my parents, though they didn't know. They were just more kids raising kids, that's how the story goes. We're always lying to ourselves and then we call it hope. They say to take it day by day, but that's what hurts the most. Day by day by day. Yeah, that's what hurts the most. Day by day by day. Yeah, that's what hurts the most. Day by day by day. Yeah, that's what hurts the most. Day by day by day. That's a sad one. I know I do that for anybody who just got here. I was sick over the weekend. I had a long, loud shift. Lost my voice over the weekend, so I'm taking it kind of easy today. I had a pretty bad cold, and I'm trying to rest up because I can't hang out with my niece and nephew if I'm sick. So, got a red eye tonight. I teach music to kids. That's my part-time job. That song, oh yeah, Lev wasn't here last week. That song is called Day by Day. I wrote that one a couple of years ago with my producer. It's a favorite of mine. I love that one. I can't wait to put it out. I've been in LA. Thanks, Lev. I'm so glad you love it. I know. I can't wait to put it out. I keep trying to decide. We do a lot of upbeat rap hip hoppy songs. But before I was doing that, I was like a ballad girl only. Like it was ballads. That was just like my thing. So I can't wait to put out a ballad to see how the rest of the fan base responds. I've been in LA since, what year is it? It's 2024. Oh, thanks, Matt. I never expect the confetti. The confetti's always like a surprise. For those of you guys that were here for my first live when the confetti happened, I was like, what does that mean? I was like, did something good happen? Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it. That's sick. Appreciate you. Yeah, feel free to tip. I know most of you guys already, so feel free to tip. But yeah, as we've talked about before, we're all broke, so no worries if you can't. And if the tipping doesn't work on here, you could tip me on my Venmo or my Cash App. My Venmo is at nobodi music, all lowercase with an I. You'll see my little cartoon character. And then my Cash App is hi.im.nobody. It's the same as my Instagram handle with the little $sign. So if I know sometimes people are having issues putting tips on this through this, so which is dope anyway because then it goes directly to me. I've been in LA. It's 2024. I want to say 7 or 8 years. I've been out in LA. I think it's been a hot minute, but I don't really count 2.5 of those years because of the plague, because nothing was really going on during that time. During the plague, I was cultivating nobody. I was becoming that. So it's but I don't really count it as like getting to like experience stuff in LA because there was nothing we could experience. So, you know how it goes. It was an eye-opening moment for a lot of us. I do miss the East Coast. I miss it. I think that I missed the East Coast more when I first moved out here because it's a totally different experience being out here. But when I was on the East Coast, I was a kid. I was a kid. So I only really got to experience the East Coast as a kid and as a teenager and a little bit as like a 20-year-old. But I went to college in Boston, which is like still East Coast, but not like East, like how Jersey is East. So I never really got to like experience what being like an adult was like. And I think that because I've been out in LA in my adult years, that this feels more like home to me now because I built a life here. So, but I do miss the East Coast mostly because there are opportunities to eat really good food for a lot less money. And that's really important to me. Not that you can't find it in LA. It's just like less. But also I'm in LA. You know what I mean? I'm not like, not that, obviously everywhere in California is going to be kind of expensive, so. So true. Yeah, Marnie. Sorry, I'm like, you guys are typing and then I'm like not paying attention. Yeah. Boston was sick. Boston was a dope city to go to college in, for sure. For sure. Gorgeous. Food was dope. Music scene was sick in Boston. Yeah. Me and my roommate kind of got grandfathered into our rent situation, but the building just got bought, so now the rent goes up 8% like every year. The rent goes up 8% every year, but everything in the apartment stays exactly the same. So you tell me how. What does that make sense? What's up? We have, oh my God, sorry. My contacts are, I like have contacts, but like the screen is like really small because I have other things open. We have Ballin' Bills with a Z. Bars in Boston? Oh, let me see if I can remember any of the names. I played a couple of shows. Girl. One of them. I did a show at O'Brien's. Middle East. Did a show at the Middle East. Upstairs. I did a show at this other bar that was like near Fenway. My senior year of college, I lived right in front of Fenway Park on that like strip of like really dingy, shitty apartments. Oh, the dueling piano bar. I'd never been. I heard of it though. There was another like jazz. I went to a jazz brunch bar. Totally. The Beehive. It's called the Beehive. That was cool. And then I don't know if any of you guys ever went to the jazz festival. It happened like always like in the fall, like right when all of like the kids got to college. They had the jazz festival. Pretty sick. Pretty cool. I'm sure that more of them will come to me. The Midway Cafe. I did play the Midway Cafe. The Midway Cafe was my last show in Boston. That was the last show I ever played when I was there. And it was over the summer, and then I moved back home for 2 months, and then I moved to LA. And I have never played a show in Los Angeles. Don't come for me. Not yet, anyway. We're planning some shows for the summer and the fall. Just small venues. But it's a lot of work to prep. A lot of work to prep. But yeah, I moved out to LA and I was working part-time jobs, mostly. And then like being really depressed and gaining a lot of weight. And then while I was doing those part-time jobs, I was writing for other artists that were signed to other management companies and publishing companies. It's the middle of the day here, so if you hear a bunch of dogs barking, it's because I face an alleyway. That's not my dog. My dog's being really good right now. Oh, that's a really sad sound. I hope that dog is okay. I always freak out when I hear dogs like barking and like with the cry bark. I'm like, something's happening. Oh yeah, Marnie, remind me where you're at. What town are you in or city? We'll talk while we listen to the dogs bark. Oh, now Alma's barking. I thought she was asleep. Now she's up. She's like, what does that sound? I know a couple of you are in California, but I know a lot of you are on the East Coast. Oh, moving to Florida. Nice. Enjoy. the, what's in Florida? Universal Studios, and Disney World. When I tell people that I've never been to Disneyland, I've never been to Disneyland in Los Angeles, everybody's like, what? You've never been to Disneyland? And I was like, I've been to Disney World, and Disney World is bigger. Disney World is worlds, a bunch of worlds. New to Ursa Live, honestly, ball and bills, me too. This is like what? I don't even know how many I've done at this point. Maybe like six or seven lives. Disney World is better because you got Animal Kingdom, you got Epcot Center, you got that other one that I don't remember, and then that other one. Yeah, it's pretty easy to set up. If you make an account, you could hit up the people that run the place. They actually did a FaceTime with me, and they helped me set up my audio. One-on-one, I was like talking to one of the producers, one of the tech guys. So it's pretty easy to set up. There, because it's pretty small. If you just like sign up, you can like request like help with everything, and they help you set up your audio for free. So, which is sick. Oh, sick, yeah. World is better, yeah. Yeah. We'll see. Hopefully Ursa Live makes an app soon. I know that we've talked about this. It'll be the only inconvenience is that you have to do it on your computer. You could obviously like watch it on your phone, like on Safari or Chrome on your phone, but if you're gonna run the program and run the audio, you have to do it in a DAW, and in most cases they want you to be using like Logic, and I think you could do Pro Tools, but because Pro Tools is like so much, there's a lot of CPU with Pro Tools. I don't think they recommend it. That probably works too. I'm sure it does. But yeah, I would just, when you sign up, I think it gives you an opportunity to like chat with somebody, and they have somebody like set it up for you, or with you, like one-on-one, and you get to like FaceTime them. I would do it separately though, like FaceTime them like on a phone, and then like have something else on the computer, just in case you have issues, so you can like talk to them and they could see it. They do try to screen share though, so they could tell you where things are. But sometimes it when you're trying to do like, I think we did like a Google Meet and Ursa Live clashed, so it didn't really like, the audio wasn't working when that happened. So I recommend trying to FaceTime with them on something else while you're doing it. But we figured it out. It was cool. It was a vibe. How long has it been? Almost 40 minutes. I'll do, I think I'm going to do one more. Only because I have to keep packing to go home to Jersey. This has been a vibe though. It's cool. I got some new people up here. Don't forget to follow me on all my socials. I'm going to probably be going live more often on TikTok soon. A lot of you guys have been hearing that, but I'm waiting for certain things to start working on my phone for the audio. And also the work stuff was like wrapping up for the season, like with the kids, teaching kids music. And then also like putting the new song out, getting ready to do that. And then I'm visiting my family, so when I'm back, it's going to be like reset. When I'm back in the summer, it's going to be first day of school for me. Thanks, Marnie. I'm sure it's going to be great. I haven't seen my sister's new babies since they were maybe like 5 months old, 4 or 5 months. And they're like whole babies now because they're like 8 months old, which is crazy. It's crazy to like see, because before they were just kind of like mush, you know what I mean? But now they got like personalities, and like it's going to be crazy to see them. I just hope that they remember me. They probably don't. But me and my sister look a lot alike, so hopefully they'll just be like, oh, you just look like my mom. And they'll think that's cool. This next song is called Anxious. the slowed down ballad version of Anxious. Don't try to tell me what I've been feeling is so foreign. The shadows in my room say it's darkest for the dawn. But if I could carry on with them, then one day they'll become my friends. The loophole through life's final test. I'll kill my mind to make amends. Yeah, think I should drink some water or meditate for longer. Sam died so we could run free. It should reverse the trauma. And here I go, these thoughts ain't mine. I'll write them down 1,000 times. Fill pages up for pain to die. These tears remind me I'm alive. And I could find a way to change. But I'm anxious about my money, my mama, and all of my doubts. I'm anxious, I can't face myself. I'm anxious like everybody else. So settled on the surface, that's why you'll see me smiling. But all my systems are nervous, a healthy mind's uninspiring. Here we go, not this again. I'm tired of running from my friends, afraid to lose pain I have left. Can I create if I'm content? Yeah, how do you stop the noises when they come from the inside? I turn my clock with poison, then wonder why I can't hide from the monsters I can't see. Addicted to a cheap dopamine, should start to practice what I preach. My life is words, but talk is cheap. And I could find a way to change, but I'm anxious about my money, my mama, and all of my doubts. I'm anxious about the silence, the climate, and all my heartbreak. I'm anxious, I lost my best friend the other day. I'm anxious, I can't face myself. I'm anxious like everybody else. Da, 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 da. I'm anxious about my money, my mama, and all of my doubts. I'm anxious about the silence, the climate, and all my heartbreak. I'm anxious, I lost my best friend the other day. I'm anxious, I can't face myself. I'm anxious like everybody else. Thank you guys. That was Anxious. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Ooh, 444, angel numbers. Ending on 444 today. I normally do go the full hour, but lost my voice this weekend, so it's been rough. And I got a flight to catch. Thank you to all the new people. Matt, thank you so much for tipping me. That was so sweet. I really appreciate it. Anything helps. Obviously, I'm an independent artist, so anything helps. I will be back regular time next Wednesday. So follow me on my socials, on my TikTok, on my Instagram. That's where I post all of my when I'm going live on Ursa Live. No, Mikey, no. You've heard Anxious before. You're like, whatever, you know it. Yeah. The full speed version, there's more prosody with that one because it makes you anxious. The acoustic version is it doesn't really give you anxiety. It just makes you feel bad for the person with anxiety. Yeah, definitely. Thanks, Ball and Bills. Yeah, I really appreciate it. I hope you do. I got 3 songs out right now. We got a fourth one coming, probably in June, at the end of June, maybe early July, considering things are taking a little bit. But song's done. We gotta upload it for the DSPs. But yeah, follow me on my socials. A lot of them are linked to my Ursa Live profile. And then again, feel free to tip on here or tip on Venmo. I'll just type it out actually, just in case. The top one I messaged is the Venmo, and then the bottom one is Cash App, just in case the tipping here isn't working, or if you want the money to just go directly to me. Thanks, Leb. Yeah, I've been doing the kind of chill versions lately, but I got to get really good at like doing it really quick on the ukulele. It's really hard to do it because we recorded the ukulele separately and then I sang over it. So it's really hard for me to do it at the same tempo as the original song because the rhythm of the guitar is going in the opposite direction of where my voice is going rhythmically. So it's tough, but I'll have to get good at it for live shows. So the practice is needed, but thank you guys so much for being here. Maddie, thanks for tipping. You guys are amazing. I appreciate you. I'll be back next week, 7 p.m. LA time, and then 10 p.m. on the East Coast. So sorry if that's late for some of you guys. They had me scheduled for that, and I think maybe one more for that time, and then I'll start making my own schedule with it. But yeah, follow me on my other socials because I more likely will start going live on TikTok as well because I have a bigger following there. So it just makes sense to do it. But thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I appreciate you showing up and for dealing with my little raspy, scratchy, sick girl voice. But I'll see you after my trip back home. Cool. Thanks so much, Marnie. Thank you guys. Love you lots. Thanks, Mikey. Thanks for showing up today. All right, and remember, I'm nobody, and so are you. Bye, guys.